How very good and pleasant it is when kindred live together in unity. It's like precious oil on the head, running down upon the beard of Aaron running down over the collar of his robes. It is like the dew of Hermon, which falls in the mountains of Zion, for the Lord ordained his blessing, life forevermore. That was Psalm 133, a psalm of unity, specifically describing the blessedness of unity. We're going to focus mostly on um, the New Testament the rest of the week here on Coffee with Pastor Zach, Living Waters Lutheran Church, hashtag Living Waters Live. We'll be focusing on the New Testament the rest of the week because we were reflecting on this text with the Philippians and the gospel of unity in Christ. So New Testament. But I did want to have one day here where we note that there is unity in the Old Testament too. This is an important theme for God. God blesses the act of being united. And sure, we have some coded language here. The running of the beard of Aaron, the dew of Hermon, right? These are famous landmarks and people in the Old Testament. But the best way to translate right here is to understand that when we are united as families, as people of God, good things tend to happen. Issues that matter deeply to God become resolved. Progress is made. We're better each able to grow and strive for what God calls us to in our lives. It may sound cliche, but it's just true, and it's a lesson that we sometimes struggle, especially in our individualistic Western culture. We're stronger together than we are by ourselves. And God knows this. God reveals God's self in Trinity. An example of three in one, right? And one and three. This idea of being united, togetherness. God is united with God's self. Anyway, won't go too far down the Trinitarian rabbit hole. We can save that for later. But this is being united it matters. Like we talked about on Sunday. This is a year where many are trying to divide us for various reasons, profits, etc. Division is good for a lot of people, but for the church, it's not. And in fact, it really isn't for anyone. At least for our well-being, I should say. It'd be good for other reasons, I guess. But unity in the church is important because I think the church is a place in society that can be unified. That even though we might not agree with everything, we are so united in something greater than our differences. I think it's something we need to show the rest of the world. We need to show that even though we might not agree on who to vote for, X, Y, and Z solutions to issues of our time, we can have those conversations. We can listen to one another. Embrace that, you know what? There are things that are greater than our differences, and that is mostly the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so, I don't want to get too ahead of myself for this week, but I want you to hear that God blesses that intentional act of unity. Like I said, unity doesn't happen just by itself. If it does, that's more of a homogeny. It's everyone already agrees anyway. That's not true unity. True unity is from separate, various different pieces brought together as one. That takes intentional work, and God blesses us in that work. So, be with me, united with me this week as we talk about the power of being united in Christ.